and welcome back to New Spring Social. What else do I say?
We're your hosts, Mary,
Lizzie,
and Ayrton.
Unfortunately, Nellie is not here with us today as she has exams, but hopefully she'll be back next time.
This podcast is sponsored by Power to Change and Blaze City Project. How have your weeks been?
Good. It's been really tiring, but also good, thanks. What about you, Etten?
Oh, good. I had my neurology appointment today.
Ooh.
Nice. Yes,
Yeah.
I've been stealing ducks from my science teacher.
Brilliant week.
Yeah, because my siblings really want them. Examples right here.
And here.
Yeah.
Mine are, just so you know, their names are Steve and Michael.
Don't care about the names.
Yeah, well, somebody might.
Fine, then let's name my ducks as well. Ducky and...
Let's give it a second.
No, it's just Ducky and I forgot the others. I forgot the other name. But
I've got a maths exam tomorrow.
I hope
Nice.
that goes well, Etten.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it because I missed more than 3.5 months for school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you threw yourself out a window. Recap, he threw himself out of a window just because he felt like it.
Lovely.
It's a very
And
long
also
time.
did
Clearly.
shoplifting. Another recap.
Quite inappropriate behaviour.
Inappropriate behaviours. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so let's discuss books we have read. Because, yes, interesting.
I've read the Cirque du Freak series.
The what?
Elaborate.
It's about this guy who went to a freak show and meets this vampire, and they go on this long 12-book series quest to find something which I've forgotten.
Great.
Lovely.
Okay, Mary, what books have you read? I know we've read a lot of the same books, but do recap, please.
Okay. Can I also say one that I'm currently reading?
Yes, you can
Something-
mention the Odyssey.
Yes. Something that I'm currently reading is called The Odyssey, which is basically a Greek myth.
Yes.
And other things that I've read is The Girl with the Lost Smile.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't read that one, actually.
Yeah, it's at home where you can read it.
I know I can read it.
What else is
I can read
there?
any of the books at home.
Oh my God, there's a lot of books that I've read. Lizzie, what about you?
Oh, okay.
We're
So
just
I am
kidding.
currently reading this book from school called The Boy Lost in the Maze.
Oh, I've read that.
It's actually pretty good. It's written in verse, which is something you don't see for every book, but it's actually quite nice.
It's also about Greek mythology.
It's also about Greek mythology, yes. Another book that I've read from school is this book called Away with Words, which I rated a 10 out of 10 because it was amazing. And then you know what David said about it. He got to chapter 4 and said it was boring. And I was just like, dude, you're reading a world where you can see the words you speak and you can pick them up. What is boring about that?
Yeah.
That's David for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's David for you.
Yeah, that's David for you.
Yes. Okay.
How are your families?
Is that the question we're going to ask the listeners? How is your family?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, me!
Oh
I'm so stupid.
Yeah. Well, our
David's as crazy as ever.
Yes, Emma has recently joined youth, which is very fun.
Very
now.
interesting. You
Yes.
probably remember her.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Dragged her by the hair to meet just the people I know at youth, just dragged her around by the top of her head.
Siblings for you.
Yes, siblings.
What else has happened this week? Oh, yeah, in English today, we were going through paper 1 of the English
same.
papers. Yes, section A. It was very, very boring. I wish I'd fallen asleep. Tomorrow at school for drama, we are going to watch the Year 12's devised piece for
Yeah,
their
I hope that
A-levels.
goes well.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Also today I brought my laptop into school because we're doing component 1 of our devising.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah. What about you, Etten? How is it yours?
Quite well.
Yeah?
My recovery is going well. So my mum's going back to work on Thursday.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that you're doing well.
Do we still have the awesome scars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got another one, but it's too hard to show you. It's on
Yeah,
my
well
phone.
let's not see the thigh scar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think the audience wants to see your thigh scars.
I have a massive addiction to attention, okay?
Oh,
Really? Anyway,
Okay.
question for the audience. If you could meet any, what's the word? Celebrity, that's the word, thank you. Who would it be and why? For me, it would, let's all hear it, it would be David Tennant.
No way. What
What a surprise.
Yes.
To no one.
You kept that quiet.
Yes, to
Kept that one
absolutely no
quiet,
one.
didn't I? Mary.
No, go to Eton.
Oh, why?
I don't care. Just go to
Oh,
Eton.
fine, Eton. Which celebrity would you meet, and why?
Can they be dead?
Who? Sure.
I mean, like, if they weren't when they were alive, I could meet
Yeah,
them
if you could go back and meet them, like example, I don't know, Hitler to slap him.
That makes me reconsider.
Yeah, anyway, who would you meet?
Ayrton Senna,
Who?
the person I was named after.
Oh.
No clue who that is.
He
But
was
okay.
an old F1 driver. He won 3
Oh,
F1
okay.
championships.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. Mum actually might know who that is because she likes the F1. Anyway, Mary, finally, you. Who would you meet? Why?
I honestly have no idea.
Well, just think of someone and say their name. Singer, actor, I don't know, dancer,
Person.
sport athlete.
Question, why would you think sport? You know I absolutely hate it.
I know, but it's examples, Mary. We're giving you variety.
Yes, and I'm considering my options,
Yeah,
and
but
I have
Mary,
no
we're
idea.
Mary, we're helping you with your options because you said you had no idea, so we thought we would give you examples of like celebrities, such as athletes, F1 drivers, actors, David Tennant.
How about Michael Sheen?
Oh yeah, Michael Sheen is a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
There, you have an answer. You could have just accepted
do we
that
have
I
a
don't
why?
know.
Can we have a why, please? We didn't get a why from me, did we?
Or Eton.
No, we did get a reason.
I'm
for him.
named
He's
after
named
him.
after him.
Oh, yeah.
For crying
I have a
out
right
loud.
to-
That is reason enough.
K.
Okay, that's it. K. That's your reason. K.
No.
No. Okay, give us a reason then.
Because he played Aziraphale in Good Omens.
Okay, cool. Yes. Another thing he was in was he was in 5 of the Twilight films. 4? No, 5.
No, he said himself
He was in
4.
5 of the Twilight films. He said 5, not 4. Mary, keep up and listen.
Sorry, I can't remember what he said in stage 2.
Yeah, that's because you stopped watching it halfway through, and I suffered
No,
through
I stopped watching halfway through the live episode of stage 3.
I suffered through all of that, and it was so embarrassing.
And
like,
I still need
everything
to
they did.
I still need to continue that episode.
I know. I've actually watched all 3 seasons.
Wow,
It's actually
good for
very
you.
good. You can watch it on the BBC. It's called Staged, and it's about
1, 2, and 3.
Michael Sheen and David Tennant during COVID. And so they've got like cameras dotted all around their houses, and they pretend it's not scripted, but it is. But like in the 3rd season, it's like they're fed up of everything. They're fed up of COVID. They're fed up of doing stage, and they kind of hide from their wives. Georgia, and I forgot Michael's wife's name, but yeah. And so Michael hides in his car, and he's just like, oh yeah, she didn't put a camera in the car. And then David's hiding in the attic, and he's just like, I'm pretty sure Georgia didn't put any cameras in the attic, but we see
Plot twist, there is.
And then it's just like plot twist, there is cameras in the car and in the attic, so we can see you hiding, and you look pathetic.
David Tennant's pathetic. Lizzie.
I don't mean that. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway.
The next question is, what is everyone's favourite style of music?
Oh wait, we're doing more than one question.
I just Why not?
It says a question. A stupid question for the listeners. Get with the script. Read, can't you read? Like, I know you've not been in school for ages.
It's my second language.
I know it's your second language. I don't know you've not been in school for ages, but read.
And I
It's a
can't-
stupid
And I
question for listeners.
and I can't even see the phone.
Well, yeah, because you're on the other side of the table. And, like, you know what, and I've told you what we've written down. I've literally said it before we, like, got on air and all this. Like, can't you listen?
Okay.
Sometimes.
Jesus, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Yeah, 'cause
not
that's
not
it.
like you're not one yourself.
I will confiscate those ducks I lovingly gave
No,
to you.
don't confiscate Michael and Steve.
Then shut up.
So scream my question.
Yeah, just screw his question. Don't listen to it. That's going to be for next time.
Okay.
Just a sneak preview.
Yeah, preview.
Wow. Okay, what's the next thing then?
The next one is the questions for the politician. And I definitely spelled politician wrong.
Lovely.
I think it says position.
So then, if you want to introduce, say that we've got a guest come in.
Oh, yeah, we have a guest coming in. It's it was
We were
It's a
never given a
position.
name.
it's a position.
It's a politician.
It's a politician from
A local one.
Well, it's not local
Apparently, it was
Uh,
supposed to be a
Zach
local
It was
says-
one.
supposed to be a local politician,
But he forgot.
As Zach told me on Thursday, he forgot to book her. So we've got a different politician now.
Go.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. So we have our new guest here.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Introduce yourself, please. Sorry, that sounds so rude.
So, my name's Alice Gardam, and I work as a clerk to the parish council in Barrow-upon-Soar.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
What does your job entail?
So, everything, basically. If you think of... Do you know Barrow-upon-Soar at all?
Not really.
No, not really.
well, I've heard of them, but I don't know them personally.
It's quite a big village. We have a population of about 7,000. And basically, the parish council look after the village. We, for example, provide a youth club for the youngsters in the village, but we look after the parks as well. So we arrange all the grass cutting in the park. We look after the cemetery. So if anybody needs to use the cemetery, they book it through us. And we also run the Policy and Finance Committee, which looks after the budget for the village.
Nice.
We have 15 councillors, so they take quite a lot of looking after as well.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you.
Do you have any tips for any young people looking to find a job?
What sort of age are you thinking?
Oh, I mean, us basically.
14 to 18-year-olds.
Basically.
14 to 18.
Yeah.
Yes, because when I was 14, I was wanting to find a job, but then again, I could never pluck up the courage to ask anybody, so...
One of the problems is it's a little bit limited on what you can do at age 14.
Yes.
My children started babysitting, for example, at age 14, which was nice because they were working within a home in a safe environment. And then at 16, they started working in local pubs and restaurants in the kitchen. Because there are so many different regulations about which age groups can work in certain industries. You can also, it's not paid, but it also gives you good experience if you volunteer and help at centres like this, or at the parish council we have a student volunteer. She helps with all sorts of things in the office, and that gives you experience for later on in life when you're applying for jobs.
That's great, thanks. I love volunteering. Me and Mary actually sometimes volunteer on the Santa train. in
Oh,
Loughborough.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's very
Mary's just
rewarding.
spotted the spider. Sorry.
No, I've spotted it for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right. Do you
know.
want me to get rid of that?
Please.
We just have to.
Gone.
Okay. There we go. Do you mind if I just slide this across? For
No, of course not.
Thank you. There we go. You do know where we are, right?
You've been panicked about that spider, haven't
Yes,
you?
yes, I
Do you
have.
want me to? Do you have tips to find it? How can you help reduce?
How can you help to reduce crime rates in our area? Or your area?
I think you need to try and find out why people are committing these crimes. What are they doing? Is it because they're bored? Is it because of they're being influenced by other people? And so get to the source and the reason for the crimes, and then work with those people to try and occupy them in different ways.
Okay.
I think that would help. Do you?
Yes, I think that would help as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it does sound like a good idea.
Good. Well,
Passing back.
Stopping crime altogether would also sound like a great idea.
It would. It's
but
very
then-
hard.
Sadly,
but then-
that's not a
yeah.
possibility.
And then that means that there won't be any true crime podcasts anymore. Sorry, I'm just very into true crime. It's very, very interesting to me.
Yes, I know.
That's
I can
good.
hear
It's
it
good to
even
have
though you
interest.
have your headphones in.
Okay.
It's just. Anyway, how can we as young people have more of a voice in the community? How can you help with that?
Well, for example, you could, with our parish council, we don't have one at the moment, but we used to have a youth council. So we have our 15 parish councillors, and below that would sit the youth council. So they would input at their level. So a lot of our councillors are retired, for example, so they're not necessarily as in touch with the youth as they would be. So if they had a youth council, then you would bring different ideas to the table to discuss, and different ideas of how you want your village or your community to grow, and introduce different activities. For example, we have quite a big park. It's called the King George V Playing Fields, and we did a survey when we were refurbishing the park to find out what the children wanted. We have a high school at Humphrey Perkins Secondary School, so we went into the school and we did a survey so that we could try and find out what they would want. So in the end, we put in a multi-use games area. It's called a mugger. I don't know. You've probably come across them, but not realised they're called a mugger. It's basically a big cage, and you can play all different sports on it.
We've got one of those in our school.
Oh, yeah, the cage.
We call it the
Cage.
cage.
Yes,
It's just the cage.
Yeah, it's just a cage because it's literally just
It's
a cage, a
just this big
fenced area.
Yes.
Of like land where it's been caged off, and
Yeah.
then below it we have the top field and then the bottom yard, and then like on the same land as the cage, but outside of the cage we've got all the benches, and then we've got the mobiles which we use as classrooms as
Yeah.
well.
But yeah, the cage is just called the
It's
cage.
just the cage.
And do they have basketball hoops at each end?
Well, no, but
No.
we do have, like, on the outside of the cage, we have a bunch of, like, racks that have, like, the netball hoops that we
we have to
we
put
have
in.
to carry it into the cage.
And carry
put it-
out.
Nice warm up.
Yeah, nice warm-up. No, but they make us run afterwards.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's out after changing in time, so they make us run around the cage and stretch at every corner.
It's good for you. Exercise is very
Very
good for
fun.
you. And where do you go to school?
Me and
Delisle.
Mary go to Lisle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you go to school?
Just for grammar school.
All right.
Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
I've not been for nearly 4 months.
Yeah, because you threw yourself out of a window.
Okay.
I like saying that.
Because it's fun to mention.
By the way.
Okay. Well, maybe we should.
I
we
like
can
to
go
see
into
the looks
your
on
book.
people's faces.
Yeah, it's funny. Next
What's the next
question.
What are your favourite mobile games or hobbies?
Favorite what? Sorry.
Mobile games.
or hobbies.
Mobile games. Well, I'm very boring. I don't play games on my mobile.
Do you have any
I'm afraid.
hobbies?
I do. I like to read. That's my favorite time. I love reading, and I'm in a book club. So, I do
So are we. We're in our school book club.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
It's-
Who's your
it's-
favorite author then? Oh, do you not have I don't really have a favourite author either.
I'll give you more intel on this book club. So basically, what we do is we read the short list of the Cargini book lists.
Yeah.
And we started last year.
Right.
Mary, I think you'll find it's been running for ages, and it stopped during COVID, and then it started back up last year.
Okay, but at the end we had a party during prep time, and it was to reveal what book won the voting for the shortlist.
I announced it for the club, and Miss only printed off what the
Judges,
yeah, that's the word. Book award winner was, and it was the Blue Book of Nebo, and everybody was disappointed. They all hated the book, so they all ran off and cried in the corner.
Yeah.
And then later discovered that week was that the book that everybody liked, which is called "I Will Betray You," won the Community Book Award.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. So everybody was a bit more happy, but it was still just it was quite funny because me and Mary didn't read either of those books because we joined so late.
Yeah, I only
felt their disappointment.
Yeah, I only read this book called Medusa because I'm very into mythology, specifically Greek mythology.
Right, yes.
So yeah.
The only book I read last year for the Cargini was this book called The Eternal Return of Clara Hart. It was brilliant. I think everybody should read it.
Oh, I might have to read that.
I didn't realise. Yeah, me and Lizzie were the only people who were actually allowed to read it because it was year 10s and above, but
and
we were in year
9,
9, so we were the oldest people there. So
Miss was just you can read it, and I was just oh great, because I've been wanting to read this. So I took it instantly and read it, and I thought it was beautiful. I thought
I couldn't
it was
get
very,
past the first page.
Yes,
As
I find with a lot of books that I read, other people think that they're a bit, I don't know.
Iffy.
I mean, I'm reading this. I've read this wonderful book for this year's Cargini Award called Away with Words, and our little brother David got. Sorry. Did you just go? Ugh.
Honestly, when I think of David, that's how I read
So
it.
he got.
But that's just a brother
I
thing.
gave David the book, and I said it should be easy for you to read, especially since you read a lot of manga. And he gives it back after being 4 chapters in, and says it's boring. And I'm like, boy, what do you mean it's boring? You're reading about this world where you can see and touch the words you speak. It's beautiful. What is wrong with you?
Everything apparently.
That is your ugh. It wasn't appropriate.
Yeah.
Slide the phone to me.
We're
Please don't
getting
break
to the
my
more
phone.
fun questions.
Oh, okay.
The last question.
Oh, and the last question, apparently. What's your one piece of advice for young people? Young people.
Your best piece of advice for young people, I would say, do what interests you and stay happy.
Yeah. Also, I have an additional question.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Do you like
know.
my cat?
I love your cat. I have a cat at home. His name
Thank
is
you.
Tash.
Yeah.
Except he hasn't got a tail.
Yeah. He is the mascot for the podcast.
It wasn't by choice. Like, she just declared, oh yeah, this is going to be the mascot.
Yes.
And so she drew the profile picture for our channel with the cat in it, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yes, so that's your mascot. The other thing I would say is do your best at school and try and do all your exams, because that will stand you in good stead for the future.
Okay.
And try your hardest.
Okay.
Thank you for coming with us
Yeah.
on
Thank
this
you
podcast.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed it.
Thank you for letting us pick your brain.
That's okay. Anytime.
Clap for the guests.
Give it up for Alice.
Yeah.
Great. Well done, guys.
But thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this frantic rant and our guest Alice. And we'll hopefully see you next time.
And just remember, it's always Axe's fault.
It's always Axe's fault. And don't forget to drink water. water.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
alive.
Eat your food. Yes.
And
Bye.
cheese.
And cottage cheese.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know what serious question we could ask the listener. Oh, what is it? Is it don't throw yourself out of a window? Or if you could throw yourself out of a window, would you? I think we all know Ayrton's answer. Yes,
You know,
would.
honestly,
So
I think
she-
this kind of thinks it's like something Molly would ask.
What is the meaning?
But thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this frantic rant and our guest, Alice. And we'll hopefully see you next time.
And just remember, it's always Zach's fault.
It's always Zach's fault.
And don't forget to drink water.
Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Stay alive.
And eat your food.
Yes.
And
Bye.
cottage cheese.
And cottage cheese.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.